Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shellerina Talks. All right, we are going to continue on our journey, and this time we're going to talk about who I have never dated past 6 months, but I found myself getting married on the third date, and now 20 years later. Wow. Is that incredible? That's incredible. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I didn't realize it until probably my 10th year of marriage was when I realized that I never dated past 6 months, but I'm able to be married for over 10 years. That caught my attention. That was very interesting to me. And the reason why is because most people feel like, excuse me, if if you're not in a relationship for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, how do you know that you can be in a relationship for that long period of time? So that's false. That's not true. And sometimes people would they'll try to beat you down because you have not been in a long term boyfriend girlfriend relationship, not going anywhere. And they will judge you saying, well, I'm not sure if you know how to have a relationship. That's not true. Okay. One reason why I wouldn't stay in a relationship that long is because in my opinion, the way I looked at it was it's a waste of my time. And I'm burning time and good years. So if I can perceive within 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months that hey, this ain't going nowhere, the person's not serious, the person just not into me like that. Why would I waste time trying to make that person be into me when I can be somewhere else working on myself, building myself, focusing on myself, and preparing myself for what I really want out of life? And if I know I really want to be married, then that's what I need to be working towards. Not wasting time trying to convince somebody to marry me. No. Okay? Or tolerate someone abusing me, which ain't never happened. Okay? All right? One reason is because I dated pretty decent men. The second reason is because although they were decent, they may have not been into me like that, or they just wasn't ready for that type of relationship. Most of them wouldn't even mess with me. So I was a little bit fortunate in that area. Or if they broke it off and called themselves dissing me, a lot of them was trying to get back anyhow. But by that time, I done moved on. Or even if I wasn't in another little relationship with someone, not necessarily intimately, but it was just the fact that Shellerina had things to do, places to go, places to be, and important people to meet. Okay, because I was an entrepreneur, and I worked when I felt like working as a sub before I was married, right? But I like that. I like the fact that I had enough common sense not to waste time, not to waste my precious years. Like some guys, I knew if I chased them or if I stuck around or put up with some, crap or whatever, I could have been in long-term relationships with some really good guys. But I could also perceive that they wanted to be with the boys. They enjoyed their career more. And I felt like, look, I want you to be happy. I do not want to burden anybody down or hold you back. Let you be you because from what I see, you're not going to be ready for me until another 20 years. So why would I put myself in a situation to try to hold a man down? Might even hold him down, might even get him, might even get married, have 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, and then 20 years later, or through the process of being with the person, I may not be valued. They can't value you because they don't know what they have. And I have made that decision with some guys, and they were wealthy. I don't want to give out too much information, but like in my early 20s, and I just came to the decision, this person or that person, they don't understand what a good woman is yet, especially if a person is in a high position and everybody's saying yes to that person because they know that they're rich or whatever the situation is, right? People aren't being honest with you. And then when somebody honest comes along, it's like an offense because nobody never told the person the truth. So I said, no, I'm not going to waste my time. And I'm thinking of, a couple, little relationships I had. And I just couldn't sacrifice my youth, my pride as a woman, which is our beauty. And that's not conceited, it's the truth. Otherwise, women wouldn't be getting BBLs, lip injections, hips, hair, and all this makeup and beauty that we do. We're women. We value beauty. The most educated woman in the world wants beauty. She wants money too. But if she can get some beauty with that money, oh yeah, oh, she won't get some beauty. Trust that. So some relationships I did not try to like lock down because I could just tell that the guy, he's going into a new career. He's the man, everybody jocking him, all kind of stuff like that. If that guy is not going to, didn't say to me, Shellerina, I want you in my corner. I want this, I want that. I didn't have time to play games to try to figure out where I fit at in a person's life. And I wasn't going to chase nobody and sacrifice my beauty, even if I got the person and then have children, but not be valued and be disrespected because I understood that they did not understand what they had. And that was the case with a lot of guys I dated. And I didn't really date a lot. I think I dated from age 21 or 22, 22. And then I stopped dating at age 26. So I only dated like for 4 years of my life because I saw where it was going and it wasn't going nowhere. And look, I ain't trying to be out there like that. I wasn't trying to be out there like that because trust me, I'm a numbers chick and I was checking out numbers. Okay, I ain't trying to be racking up. I wasn't trying to be racking up nobody's. Okay, I'm only one person. I'm trying to be healthy. I am healthy and I'm staying healthy. Okay, and you just could see. And because I was raised a certain way, I understood that everybody that you have an entanglement with, you picking up their spirits. So it was more than just a physical thing that I was knowledgeable of. It's a spiritual thing. And it was soul ties as well. And so if you know a dude is out there like that, no, I don't want that spirit in me. Everybody you sleep with everybody else. So that's why my dating pool was so limited and my time span with it was so limited because I wasn't trying to drink the Kool-Aid or the coffee because I saw the handwriting on the wall. And then I had to value myself as a woman. And growing up as a young lady, some men would get mad at me and tell me that somebody told me once that, well, let me tell you something. Women, we have to have some pride in ourselves. Otherwise, look what's going on. It's all on YouTube. There's no need for me to even go into detail about it. We can all see clearly. And you got to be careful because most relationships, although I say no longer than 3 or 6 months, but you don't have to be intimate with everybody. That's male and female, because some people you meet is for you to meet now so that you can do business with later. But if you have relationships with everybody, then it'll become a conflict of, it could possibly become a conflict of interest in the future. And you have to be careful how you treat people, because that relationship will come back around and you're going to need something that they have. Like, I never forget, I used to date this one dude, and his pop told him, "Whatever you do, don't leave her. Don't leave her." And I think we must have dated 3 times. He was a good guy though, but sometimes when we're not there, we just not there, right? And I honestly believe he always had a girlfriend, but every time I came back around, he would dump the girl. And I'm gonna tell you why, because sometimes he would be riding her home in the car, and then like that was one of our fallouts. But I don't want to go too much into that. It was so funny though. That was so funny. But I noticed, like, one day, I just happened to give him a call. We started talking. And the next day, we rocking again. And in my mind, I was thinking, what, this guy want to date me again? He crazy. I wouldn't even date me again. Because I told him off so bad when I found out that girl in the back of the car was his girlfriend. Poor lady, she was sitting in the back of the car and everything. I'm driving in the front, going at him. But early 20s, you know how that was. But make a long story short, yeah, some guys just wasn't ready. And women, we have to realize and accept when they're not ready. And we have to move on. Now, like the older people used to tell us, if somebody's for you, let the little birdie go. And if the little birdie comes back around, it's meant to be. That's what they used to tell us. But in these days and times, little birdie want to fly in and out of your life, that could be toxic. Okay? Either you know what you want or you don't. So in my case, I just knew what I wanted. And it wasn't so much from my own experiences, it was from me watching like my older sisters, uh, other people in the community relationships and things like that. Like watching girls age 13 date guys age 15, losing their virginity just to turn age 17, and he dumped before another girl age 13. No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to run track and play basketball and do what my mama told me to do. Keep your, what she say, keep your dress down and your legs closed. That's how I was raised. Okay. She was actually talking to my older sisters, but I understood the memo, and they're 4 and 5 years older than I am at that time. But I was taking it all in, watching and everything, seeing people, get pregnant at 14, and, see people lose their mind due to postpartum. I seen it, and I didn't want no parts of it. I mean, guys would try to chase me and come to my house, and I would run out the house and go hide under the truck. And my sister would, be saying, "They coming to get you, Shell. They coming to get you." Like then, 15 years old and stuff. But no, I like dating, but for some strange reason, I just had an inside intuition and wisdom, and I think that could be helpful for a lot of people. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what I believe it came from. I believe it came from just praying from a child. Now, we all make mistakes in life, and I have made my mistakes as well, and still make mistakes, okay? But that prayer, it really, really helped me a whole lot. And just asking God for wisdom, although I was a child. And, when you're a child, you really don't understand everything. But as you get older, you kind of understand better. And I'm telling you, some of the guys who left me, well, I heard through the grapevine that they told people that they were fools to have ever let me go. And I knew for some people that when they hit a certain age, they would realize it. That's why I never left. I never left a relationship. I would always let the guy get whatever you want off your chest. Like one guy was like, "You a poor girl. You a poor girl. You a poor girl." And I was like, "Well, why don't you help me if you know I'm poor?" Because I don't reach back and help nobody. 2 weeks later, the dude seen me on all the news stations with my business. Now he calling me up. Didn't even have the man, wasn't man enough to just apologize, want to act like nothing never happened. And I was like, what do you want? I'm doing my hair. I had to talk to you later. Goodbye. And never really followed back around. But all I can say is you have to be careful how you treat people. Um, because if a person, if your senses are on point, you can pick up when somebody is trying to string you along or not serious about you, and it hurts, especially if you're feeling somebody and you kind of like somebody, especially in the early 20s, because we're new to life, we're just learning the game, we're just learning things. But once you hit your 30s and you understand better, when you hit your 40s, if you're not bitter by your 30s and your 40s, because I think a lot of people become bitter by relationships. And some people have been good to people, but they have allowed others to walk on them and misuse them. So you have to guard your heart from heart, because out of it are the issues of life, like the Proverbs tells us. It's in there. Look it up. Everything if I refer to any scriptures, just type in the keywords, guard your heart. You're gonna see it for yourself. So I'm just thankful that I didn't have bad relationships, but at the same time I was aware of time. I don't know why. I don't know how I got it, but the only thing I can contribute it to is asking God for wisdom, not knowing that wisdom would cover such a blanket of my life. And now I'm very grateful for that. So I'm shocked too that I'm married going on 20 years, but never held a relationship longer than 3 or 6 months. And and when I say relationship, I mean like serious, serious relationship. None of my relationships to me were very deeply serious, because the guys were not deeply serious about me. I mean, you're in your 20s. Come on now, you know? But I do know of people who got married at 18 and 17, and those guys were serious about them. It is what it is. And some people are serious, but they can only be as serious with you with what they have or what they know. And sometimes it's just not that deep yet, right? And some people were serious, had kids, and everything fell apart. And some things just happen where for some people there's no point of return. It was just too far gone. All right. But that's what happened with me. Married on my third date, but never dated anybody past 3 or 6 months. And it was simply because I was protecting my health. I was protecting my beauty. I was protecting my sanity. I was just protecting me. And I had to do what I had to do. So if you left and I didn't chase you, and if you said if he came, would you take him? And if I said no, that was the reason why. And I'm glad I did that. I think I made a good decision, because I'm past. I'm up there. I think you all already calculated my age, and I feel good about my age. I feel good about the way I look. This is what I was after. This is what I wanted to protect, my own beauty. And I'm glad I made those decisions. And I'm glad I got married at a later age to a wonderful man who loves me, who is serious about me, who cares about me, who protects me, and he's my covering. And I love him and he loves me. That's good enough for me. I'm happy. I hope you all enjoy my content. Before leaving, of course, I like to share with you from out of my book, Nourishing Your Dreams, some nourishing and encouraging words that will help you fulfill your dreams, goals, and destiny. Also, if you're looking to start your own business, You're welcome to be a part of our Zoom, which is Thursday nights at 7 o'clock p.m., that discusses how to start your own business, grant writing, how to get on a TV and radio podcast platforms. And if you ever aspire to write your own book, we can help you with that too. So, the affirmation or the positive inspirational thought from out of my book is: nobody can make a dream come true except the person who believes it can happen. Mhm. The witty response: belief will cause a person to do something, make something, or change something. I can't wait to do a playlist on this book and go into more detail about the thoughts that are in here and share my personal experiences that caused for the birth of the thought to be in me and to birth it on paper for others to enjoy. You all take care. If you like my content, please subscribe to this channel for more. Share, like, review the videos, and please leave a comment below because I want to keep this conversation going and I can't wait to hear what you all have to say. Take care. Bye bye.